Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this absolutely beautiful 2018 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400. The Red Sport 400 is a range-topping Q50 model. It's also the highest performance one with a 400 horsepower twin-turbo V6. This one's a local one-owner clean Carfax vehicle. We acquired off-lease directly from Infiniti Financial Services. One of the benefits of being a new Infiniti retailer is that we have direct access to a closed network of off-lease vehicles, so we have a chance to bid and buy them before they send them to auction where everyone can buy them. And of course, this local one-owner clean Carfax Red Sport 400, these are hard to come by, so of course we jumped at the opportunity to acquire this one for our inventory. This one has 30,388 miles, about the correct miles for one coming off a 39-month lease, 10,000 miles a year. We also have the original build sheet on it. The Red Sport 400s come fairly well equipped. It's not loaded with everything, but they come a lot more loaded with features than your basic run-of-the-mill Q50. This original MSRP was $56,220. You have navigation, an around view monitor, you have blind spot warning, you have a rear cross traffic alert, you have backup collision prevention, so it'll automatically hit the brakes if a sizable object like a person or a car goes behind you while you're backing up. And you also have a predictive forward collision warning and forward emergency braking. Some other features this one has is the all-weather package, which is basically all season floor mats. Those are all in the trunk. I'll show you that shortly. Then we have the Infiniti interior accent lighting, so it adds a little ambient lighting on the interior. Then we have the Infiniti radiant welcome lighting, so that gives you this beautiful welcome lighting on the outside of the vehicle. So it really creates a cool effect at nighttime, like in the garage. When you approach the vehicle, it can sense your intelligent key and the whole underside will light up, creating a really beautiful ambient effect. Let me pause that phone call just for a second until I finish this video. Everyone seems to always call me in the middle of me shooting videos. Going back to this Q50, we have this beautiful quilted leather interior, power and heated front seats. You have a drive mode selector that will make changes to the steering, shift points, how high the engine revs, traction stability control settings. This has a digital dynamic suspension, which is standard in the Red Sport. It will also make changes to the suspension settings. 7-speed automatic transmission. You also have manual shift mode. You can use the shifter to manual shift, but when you get the Red Sport, they also give you these steering wheel paddle shifters, and provides rev match downshifts and manual shift mode for a sportier sound and feel. We have a dual display system. The top screen is for navigation. Parking camera, as we mentioned before, this is a 360-degree around view camera. Infiniti is actually the first company to come up with a production 360 overhead camera like this. The bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps, heated steering wheel, heated seats. You can also make changes to the drive mode selector here. You can personalize a little bit better. You can set however you want the transmission and engine: snow, standard, eco, and sport. You can make changes to the steering, standard, sport. You can make changes to the suspension, sport, or standard mode. And then active traction control, what that does, it will brake individual wheels to help the vehicle rotate a little better through corners. There we go. Everyone seems to be calling me again. Okay, pause the call. Sorry about that. Also with the Red Sport, you have a aluminum pedals. I'm just gonna start shutting my phone off when I do these videos. It never fails. I guess if it's slow out, if it's slow at work, I just need to take videos and people start calling me, so it gets busy. Look at this beautiful color, dynamic sunstone, one of my favorite colors. This is a premium color. It costs extra money in the paint process at the factory to make this beautiful color, so they charge a little bit extra for it. I think it was an $895 premium for this color. Also with the Red Sport, you get upgraded wheel and tire package. You get upgraded brakes. This has a nice red painted calipers on it. The Red Sport also has a little bit more of an aggressive looking front fascia for a sportier look. It kind of has this nice two-tone front end, adaptive bi-xenon lights. And 2018 is a great year for the Q50 because it got its first major facelift since the Q50 was first introduced in 2014. They restyled the front, they restyled the back. They also made some updates to the interior, different style steering wheel. You have the same steering wheel that you have in the Q60. Even though the Q50 is a compact vehicle, it doesn't feel necessarily too compact on the inside. I'm 6'2", interior space is not too bad for someone like me. And keep in mind it is considered a compact, so you don't have all the space you have like in a mid-size sedan like our larger Q70 or BMW 5 Series, E-Class Mercedes, things like that. Dual exhaust system. There's all-season mats. It comes with the all-season package. You still have the carpeted trunk mat still in the wrapper. First aid kit, cargo net. This one's all-wheel drive. The Q50 is available with rear-wheel drive, which is standard. Intelligent all-wheel drive is optional. Most people want intelligent all-wheel drive up in our neck of the woods because the roads are wet and slippery. And with 400 horsepower, the rear-wheel drive would get pretty quickly overwhelmed in wet, slippery conditions. So if you want to really enhance your wet weather performance, the all-wheel drive is definitely a smart decision. And it's intelligent all-wheel drive, so when all-wheel drive is not needed, it will be 100% rear-wheel drive, giving you the feel of a rear-wheel drive sports car, and also having that rear-wheel drive bias improves fuel economy and cuts down on premature tire wear. But this Q50 has microprocessors constantly monitoring driving conditions, so as soon as those rear wheels slip, in a matter of milliseconds, almost instantly, it can send up to 50% of the vehicle's power to the front wheels. An amazing all-wheel drive system. Infiniti is making this all-wheel drive system for a long time. It's been very reliable. We first started seeing this all-wheel drive system arrive in Infinitis in the early 2000s in the FX and the G35 sedan. The all-wheel drive system was derived from an earlier version of the Nissan Skyline GTR, which is a high-performance all-wheel drive Japanese sports car. So this is a racing-inspired all-wheel drive system. So not only will it improve your wet weather performance and your drivability in wet, slippery conditions, but it will also improve your performance overall. For instance, like when you're going through a corner, you can get in the power a little bit earlier with this all-wheel drive Q50, and the all-wheel drive system will help pull you out of that corner. Also has a yaw sensor to prevent you from fishtailing and sliding around. It really does a great job. Of course, you can shut it off if you want to get tail happy and stuff like that, but that vehicle dynamic control system really helps keep this vehicle drivable and keeps you on the road if things get a little bit out of hand, or if you hit a wet, slippery patch or something like that. I can tell you with 400 horsepower, this thing can get pretty squiggly. It's not a very heavy vehicle. The heart of the Q50 is the award-winning VR30 engine. As I mentioned, this makes 400 horsepower, 300 horsepower is standard, but the Red Sport gets an extra 400 horsepower. They do that by a different exhaust design, different blade design on the turbos, and I think they also make some different software changes and stuff to the engine to get that extra 100 horsepower. If you're in the market for a Q50 Red Sport 400, who better to buy a used one from a new Infiniti store like us? We know what to look for. This one is still covered under a complete factory warranty. It's got the balance of a 4-year 60,000 bumper to bumper and a 6-year 70,000 powertrain warranty, one of the longest warranties in the business. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful